This summer, Prime Video takes you back before Legally Blonde, before law school, and into the world of Elle Woods in high school. Set in 1995, this Gemini vegetarian knows exactly who she is until her family moves from Bel Air to Seattle. Packed with iconic fashion, 90s nostalgia, and a throwback soundtrack, Elle proves one thing. Law school was hard. High school was harder. From the world of Legally Blonde, watch Elle, a new original series only on Prime Video July 1st.
Muffin button.
Muffins.
You guys remember the muffin button?
I just want to die.
What the hell? What is that from?
The muffin button.
What are you? What? I'm talking about the Dragon Ball Z abridged muffin button. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one, too.
Y'all are fucking idiots, man. You got making up shit I'm just trying to have fun.
I mean, I was having fun. It's been a while since I've thought about Astiff movie.
What the fuck is Astiff? Can somebody explain to me? What is this?
Brother. You know Astiff. You one of those normies that call it ASDF movie?
I honestly have no idea what you're referring to either way.
Tomska?
What are you talking about?
The famous YouTuber, Tomska? Animator?
ASDF. Oh, these. Oh, brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch your face.
In the face.
You guys, I haven't thought about these fucking clips in years. Okay, go easy on me.
This is like a daily thought bubble. I want to go to the moon. Why wait?
That's crazy that you can still quote any of these.
Desmond the Moon Bear.
These have long since been purged from my memory banks.
Absolutely not.
I recognize them visually, but there is absolutely not a thought or a line that crosses my brain that I could use to quote any of these.
Now remember, son, don't touch that cactus. Hello, Mind Turtle.
You guys remember the 5 Eva video? Now that shit I remember.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking? You don't remember 5 Eva? You don't remember the boy and the girl crosses the road?
Get a load of this guy.
and
what the fuck is he?
I just can't believe we're here right now. How am I with these guys that can just like casually pull off the ASDF movie shorts at the rip, but they haven't seen the 5 ever? Honestly,
he's a magical pony flying through the sky on a magical journey for you. Shoot him down. Take him down.
This is nuts. Honestly, crazy. I thought that I was with my people, but I think I'm just on an island all by myself. This is an archipelago.
You might be on an island by yourself.
That's fine. I'll stay here.
They said I could never teach a llama to drive.
Next, you'll tell me you guys don't even know the damn Shoes song.
I do know the Shoes song. That one was okay.
You know, I hate your lack of enthusiasm. I'm going to go into a summary. We're here for One Piece, by the way.
Hey, One Piece.
In the last set of episodes, our heroes finally begin the raid on Kaido and Big Mom's forces in Onigashima. This week, we return to our heroes dealing with the ramifications of assaulting an emperor on their home turf. Kaido, after taunting the members of the Akazaya 9, flies up to the roof to begin a cinematic battle with the Mink tribe under the full moon. A fight which he and Jack are not only ready for, but are excited for. Seriously, Kaido, someone needs to do something about that war fetish of yours. Back in the ground floor, Sanji and Shinobu enact a plan to save Momonosuke. Shinobu mostly fails after she's discovered trying to remove Momo's shackles, but where she fails, Sanji succeeds. All this thanks to the power of... oh right, he can just kind of go invisible now. You know, this seems like he would have been a much better person to retrieve Momo in the first place, long before Shinobu got there. Sanji, my dude, where have you been? But anyway, King leaps in to stop an invisible Sanji from freeing Momo by trying to spear his torso clean in half with the power of pterodactyl beak. If this was anything other than One Piece, I might actually be worried that King got away with it. Also, Big Mom is making a ruckus on the main floor as well, targeting Luffy, who has to sit idly by, on the defensive of Big Mom while Sanji takes on the likes of King alone. Big Mom also realizes at this point that Nami, once again, kidnapped her Cloud and takes him back before targeting the likes of Nami and the rest of the loose Straw Hat gang. The Straw Hats are a clever bunch though, and with their combined effort managed to displace Big Mom Boulder style from the main battle like an Indiana Jones set piece. I sure hope she isn't mad at the team when she makes it back in here. And my guess is she will. All right, we did it. We did it. Four more episodes down the tuck. We got tank time.
Wow.
We got Brooke and Frankie doing Brooke and Frankie things, and
Romance time.
that was beautiful. You were here for Brooke and Frankie.
Oh, it reminded me so heavily. I don't remember the name of the show, but there's like in the beginning scenes of that show, it's like a Power Rangers like spin-off thing. It's not actually Power Rangers, but it's like Power Rangers, if that makes sense. And at the beginning, it shows like this samurai walking through a portal, and he's just casually singing a song like that, and then he just starts murdering people.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, that is cool. You know, I'm going to be the first to say this one bit, though. So I love Frankie and Brooke. I love them to death. I love their moment here. Yeah, for those keeping track at home, Frankie literally just drove a motorcycle up Big Mom's face, and it was rad. It was extremely rad. We love that.
Pops a wheelie off of the bridge of her nose.
Popped a wheelie off the bridge of her nose. The only bit that, like, I don't know, I think it just became a little too corny was at one point when Frankie, like, pulls over and he's like, oh, I must have hit something. And then he, like, focuses towards the camera and goes, like, as long as it wasn't a delicate flower. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Why are you being weird right now, bro?
Damn.
That was directed towards Nami, though. It was supposed to be like...
No, it was directed towards the people at large because he's just talking to himself, but he's also trying to say something that's cool and funny and suave, which I'm not saying it's neither of these things, but it was a dumb fucking one-off lie.
Man, sniping my quote out here in the first 5 minutes of the episode.
No, I thought it was a dumb bit. I'm going to snipe it when I'm like, brother, there has to have been so many better zingers you could have thrown out into the mix, into the ether, than, I hit something. It's okay, as long as it wasn't a delicate flower. Like, what are we doing? What show are you in?
I think he's in One Piece, dog. That's a Sanji line. I got news for you.
I don't know. That one really took me out of the scene. I wanted to have a lot more fun until he started talking about this driving over a flower thing, and I'm like, brother, just be funnier. You lost me on this gag, Frankie. I'm not gonna lie to you. You overcooked your own bit.
Honestly, I'm like heavily like disagreeing with you because I feel like this bit was fantastic. Meanwhile,
You disagree all you want. I'm still right.
I'm still right.
that's a bold move to take.
It's not bold. It's just facts.
I'm tired of Usopp and Chopper thinking they've done something and then having done nothing and being surprised about it. That bit's played out.
I would agree with this assessment. I think I'm always here for Usopp and Chopper fun times, but the where the anime loses me in this exact gag is playing the bit of there being like, you know, given a run for their money, and then they break free, they start doing things, and then they unsuccessfully realize that things are still horrible and that they have done absolutely nothing, just to go right back to where they started. That is the definition of what was the point for the last 5 minutes.
Good. I'm glad we're all of the same mindset on this one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you admit you're wrong then?
I didn't. What was there? There's nothing to be wrong about. I've only been right the entire time because I'm always on the right side of thinking.
What?
My opinions are true opinions. Go ahead. Anything else? Anything else?
I don't.
Yeah.
My God, you hurt my head.
Yeah. I don't know how. I really don't know how it's so hard. I think it's actually quite simple, in fact.
Oh my goodness.
The maths, I guess, if you don't pay too much attention.
That's right. That's exactly right.
If I turn my brain off for half the conversation, he is technically speaking the truth.
I mean, why would you start now?
Sorry, what?
There he is. That's the Devin we know.
So is Zeus dead? I feel like he's not.
No.
Absolutely not. No chance. I know they did this bit before where Brooke can damage like the homies and stuff because soul energy, which I'm sure is a thing. I'm sure he like hurt Zeus, but I do not believe for a second that Zeus is like actually in half or like dead. He's probably just like two halves of a cloud and can like use each side to talk or something like that. He's probably totally fine.
Cause like watching like Nami and Carrot kill two homies just by bopping and electrotasering, and then seeing Brooke cut him in half, I'm like, surely he's not. but like, what if?
What if we've just cut Zeus into two halves? Like the one half of him that is loyal to Big Mom, and the other half that's loyal to Nami. And so now we've just made him. We've made two characters.
We've made two characters. We no longer have Zeus and Prometheus. We have
Zoo and Eus.
we have Zeus and we have Suez.
Zeus and Suez. Oh, wait a minute. I like that.
No, I like Eus because it kind of reminds me of the John Madden.
John Madden. Man, we're just rife with old internet jokes today, huh?
Apparently.
God.
AU.
Nobody's going to listen to this.
I fucking hope not. Honestly, like, we're cooked. We peaked back in, like, I don't know, Water 7 with the rest of this fucking show.
Oh, man, yeah.
We peaked?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we definitely peaked at some point.
I thought it was just down.
There was a peak in there.
Yeah.
There was definitely at least one peak in there.
We hit a high.
Fell off like a cliff.
Man, watching all of the Minks go Sulong form was pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I have one question to you guys regarding... Okay, so we did get everyone turning Sulong, which is really, really cool. It meant super fun.
Yep.
Am I in a lone camp? So when the manga debuted, I still didn't really have a feeling for how Sulong was going to look for everyone that wasn't Carrot. But when the anime obviously got there, they animated it. Was I the only one? Because I think I might have been the only one. I think even in the community, everyone just like knew this, that all the Minks turn bleach white when they go into Sulong? Like, was I the only one surprised by that? No, is my question.
Well, we've also seen Lion Guy from Big Mom's crew do it too, and he went stark white.
I guess that's true, but like that, I never thought about it like that. I just assumed that, like, you know, there was a bit of a color diversity amongst the Minks in their Sulong form.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would have been cool. Maybe was Carrot the first one to do it, or was what's his name? What's Lion Turtle's name? Peckums. Wow, Devin remembered.
Yeah, I turned my brain on for a second because I heard
it was Carrot first, and then Peckums did it later in the same arc.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you watch Carrot do it first, and she's already the color white. So when she goes Sulong form and is still white, you go, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I guess you watch Peckums do it, and you probably just go, oh, I guess we all do this now. It would be more, I agree with you though, it would be more interesting if they had more unique color palettes. That would be fun. But I guess it's because they get super electric-y, and electricity is generally depicted as either blue or white. So
see, I interpret it more as like they're trying to encompass the moonlight, and every single time
also
in
true.
Animation, moonlight is always perceived as white.
This is also a very true statement.
So like that's how I interpret it. So the fact that they're all Ultra Instincts furries, like that doesn't bother me.
I think you've answered a separate question on like whether or not it makes sense. Like, I'm not saying conceptually it never made sense to me. I'm just curious if I am in my own camp surprised by the fact that they're all bleach white. Did that come as a surprise to anybody?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a surprise.
Not for me. No.
You've got another island to be alone on.
No, it's the same island. The Venn diagram of people that remember 5 Eva and people who believed that Sulong were going to have a diverse color palette is a circle.
Believe it or not, 1 of 1.
1 of 1. Believe it or fucking not. But yeah, no, we do get a lot of Sulong doing stuff that we haven't seen. I will say this is like the one like sad part of this set of episodes is like we only like watched him go Sulong, and then we kind of saw like Luffy look up at the crack in the ceiling and realize that they're like doing like, you know, battles back and forth. We haven't like sat with any of the skirmishing on the roof yet. We just like know it's happening.
They haven't milked it yet.
Yeah, they haven't milked much yet.
Yeah, I hope we get there. I want to watch the badass Sulong form Minks do badass Sulong form Mink things.
I want to see Dogstorm and Catviper Sulong.
Well, I mean, we're definitely gonna get that. But
oh god, I was so mad.
Well, they gotta tease you a little bit.
Yeah, but like the full blown How dare they?
How could they? I was so ready for Catviper and Dogstorm, and then they're like, oh, cut away. We cut away to what's happening elsewhere.
Back to elsewhere in the story.
I want to say though the way that they do that bit in the manga, I think, is very similar to what they do in the anime here, where like one chapter they're on the roof. There's like a really cool shot of the Akazaya 9 and Kaido like under the full moon. Jack shows up out of nowhere, but no one gave a fuck about that.
I just love the fact that it's like a fucking elevator that they came out of.
They do basically come out of like a service elevator to the roof.
Like it's always been there.
I also find that really funny. Like, why do they have a service elevator to the roof of the? I guess in case they need to do some service to the AC units. Do they have AC on Onigashima? I don't know.
I don't think they do.
Do we have AC in this world?
I don't think so.
It's just Aokiji with big blocks of ice that he makes for people.
See, the thing that miffed me about the most about it is just how quickly he got up there. Like within the same episode, like Jack literally turns around and goes, some tomfuckery's going on outside. I better go do the thing. And then later in that episode, he's like, all right, elevator's here. But like, there's no like, when you look around, like when like Luffy looks up, there's like no like direct like, yes, there's where the elevator shaft is. It's just fucking teleportation bullshit.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. But yeah, Kaido's duking it out with all the people upstairs. And then meanwhile on the ground floor, I don't know, what else is happening other than Big Mom getting rolled out the door like she's about to replace the boulder.
That was the dumbest bit, but great at the same time.
I fucking love roll Big Mom out the door. Now, okay, I'm gonna say two things. Both of these things could be true simultaneously.
We're gonna take Big Mom and push her somewhere else.
I have two important takes here. They're both equally true in my mind.
Oh boy.
Fucking relax. This isn't that big of a bit. On one hand, I love gags. I will always love gags. And the more gags you give me to important players, I'm always going to laugh and think funny. However, I do find it a little saddened that Big Mom is the punch of everybody's fucking joke. Whenever they have to mess around with an emperor, Kaido never gets the hands like this, like at all yet. I'm not saying he never will.
Yet.
That's true. There's a yet there. There is a yet there. But like anytime we have fun at an emperor's expense, 100% of the time it's Big Mom, which is a little saddening. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, we've also only directly interacted with in the last 400 episodes 2 emperors now.
Very true as well.
Seen hide or hair of either Shanks or Blackbeard, so we've just had Big Mom and Kaido since we met Big Mom.
And Big Mom being obviously the one that has had the much larger staying power than Kaido, since we only met Kaido, barely 100 episodes ago?
Yeah, we're in the arc where Kaido is the main antagonist, and we just got out of the one where we fucked around with Big Mom. So
he's the big cheese.
I mean, I do agree that like if we don't get more gagged with some of the other ones, it's kind of it'll be kind of strange. She is obviously innately one of the goofiest ones because of her power. So the way that they portrayed her as this basically big kid, she's big kid. She's got the mind of a 10-year-old still, but she's in big, powerful person body, and she puts souls into random objects and makes musicals.
What? Why'd you have to throw the musical part in there? What is that? Is that supposed to mean something, Christian? Christian, why'd you get quiet?
I don't know. I don't know. Kind of like the musicals. They were good fun.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough then. All right. But it was just the way you said it made it sound like
One Piece is my favorite musical.
Dude, that's a great take. What an incredible take. I'm so happy.
Made by Onigashima, dude.
Dude, made by Onigashima. Awesome. That's an incredible take. You heard it here first.
Was there even a musical?
Well, were you there for any part of Whole Cake Island? There was like 9 fucking musical songs during that arc.
But he said in Onigashima, there wasn't a musical in this arc.
Yeah, there was the episode that we watched where there was a literal music video on Onigashima hosted by Queen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't consider that a musical, though.
It was a music video.
And then there was that time a long time ago that Luffy went,
yeah, whatever that bit was.
2番北の島は寒い100回頭ブルブルアホばっか
Y'all remember this?
I do remember that. I was back in Skypiea.
I have no memory of this.
Which is really funny because you were infatuated with Luffy singing in Skypiea. You were like, am I listening to Hungarian throat singing or something like that? I don't even know what you equated it to.
Are we sure it was me?
That sounds like you, yeah. I may also have been liable to bring up Mongolian throat singing, but that's definitely something you would say.
I don't know.
All right, what else happened in this set of episodes? Oh yeah, Sanji saved Momo that one time, which is cool. You know, I love that for you, Sanji. That then King tries to spear him through the chest.
As soon as Momo just started fucking floating, well, first I thought when I saw the chains just slice off, I was like, oh shit, fucking Zoro time. But then he just started floating, and I was like, oh shit, it's both of them time. And then it was just the one. I was like, oh,
wait, it's both of them time? Am I missing something?
Like Zoro and Sanji.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Maybe I'm gonna be in this camp alone. I thought that was Shinobu. It fell away in a way that made me think she deteriorated them, and it just acted on like anime time where it happened on a delay for badassness, where she's like flying away, she gets flung away, and she's like, "Sorry, Momo."
But don't worry.
And then they disintegrate, and it's like, I didn't get to you quick enough, but I did to take you with me, but I did get you out of there. And then the floating away thing is separate. Like once he starts floating away, I'm like, wait a minute, that Shinobu doesn't do that. But the chains disintegrated, and I went, oh, okay, she got the job done.
Can I ask a question? Can I pose a question? Did you not see the invisible Sanji silhouette on the impact frame with which the chain broke?
No.
They animated a little Sanji silhouette kicking the chains free on each side.
There you go.
I guess I'd have to go back and like look at it harder because if you're not looking for it because you don't know it, I didn't see him at all.
It's very easy to see when you know it's coming because it's for like 2 frames per side. You just see like this, leg extended, cracking the chain Sanji in his raid suit or whatever. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, there he is. Now that I think about it, have like Brooke and Frankie like vibed together at all?
I don't think so.
I think this is the first time because it was the first time having a bromance.
Yeah.
How about a little bromance?
Fucking stupid. And then Frankie's just like, well, I guess you can't argue with it.
I'm down with this.
Well, Big Mom's weakness, right?
What?
You got to have some bromies to take out homies.
Oh
shit! The bromies to take down the homie.
I wonder if this is some kind of indication that Brooke has gotten a level up of some kind in between Whole Cake and now that we just got off screened or something. I don't know, or he discovered somewhere in the inner rim while they're training, while everyone else is training. We got a little Brooke level up with his soul power or something.
Fair, everything that Brooke and Frankie have done, they haven't really shown us their ultra instincts going crazy like some of the other people.
I'd say I would agree with that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that Frankie really has one.
I mean, Frankie's is going to be becoming tank.
Yeah, Frankie's biggest like feat, so to speak, like his biggest like power scaling feat so far in the series since the time skip was just back in Fishman Island and subsequently Punk Hazard when he was just, mucking around with General Frankie. Then everything in Dressrosa was just him versus Senior Pink, which was less about his power feats and more of his attitude.
Yeah. And we're about to get General Frankie again. So, it would be nice if we got some sort of upgrade to General Frankie that he made in between then and now. That would be sick.
Well, he's doing that laser thing now.
He's had Frankie Beam for a while.
Yeah, he had Radical. Now, he made some weird comment, this one, that said, like, he can... Like, it's even stronger than before or something, which, I don't know, it's probably just, like, anime talk.
Well, yeah, because now it's going to be Super Radical Beam.
Yeah, that's true.
That was intense. You been practicing that?
What? Oh, just saying it like Frankie?
The super!
Nah, I can just pull that out of my butt.
But Radical Beam has been his, like, ace in the hole that he's been kind of using, like, and sleeping on. I remember back in Punk Hazard, there was even a comment where if he would have used Radical Beam when they were like trapped by Caesar, that he probably would have broken the door open, because even Caesar was like, wait, motherfucker, I can't deal with like real fucking lasers. How does this guy know how to use real lasers?
Yeah.
I can't mess with that shit. But then like ever since then, Frankie just hasn't even gone back to using Radical Beam. He's just kind of always had it in his
Doesn't
back
need
pocket.
it. He's got the swag. He doesn't need it.
So like presumably, which is a very funny thing to say, that, you know, it's only been 400 episodes since the last time he's tried to use Radical Beam.
Only.
It's only
theory.
been 400 episodes.
In theory, Radical Beam was like still kind of a top tier move that we've never needed to expand upon.
Hearing you say that hurts, because
I know.
it's not incorrect. But it's 400 episodes.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, I get it, you know, like next week's going to be the big bit of the 1000. But God, I feel like I've genuinely lost my sense of time watching this show.
Yeah.
Like, what episode did fucking Brooke get on the crew? Like, what was that, like 300?
I don't know. Brendan, take a guess.
I'm gonna guess. Okay, so Water 7 officially ended, I want to say like around 320. I want to say Brooke officially happened in like the 330s, 340s. Then Thriller Bark ended around 410. That's gonna be my guess.
So, Brooke, episode title, A New Crewmate, The Musician, Humming Brooke, is the 381st episode of One Piece anime.
I was off. Damn it, I was a little too far. When does he first show up for the very first time?
Okay, well, let's see. What episode does Brooke show up in the show?
Episode 1. He was there in the back.
Brooke, according to the first Reddit article that I am looking at, Brooke shows up in the first episode of Thriller Bark, which is episode 337.
Okay, hey, that wasn't too far. I said 330-ish.
That you did say 330. So in that regard, you're right.
Woohoo,
For him making an appearance.
Brooke's been here for only like 60% of the franchise. How about that? 66%, I guess, is probably a little more.
Yeah,
apt.
about 2/3.
About 2/3 of the franchise.
A little more now if you consider that we're almost at episode 1200 or something, right?
Yes. In the real world, we're currently at like 11 like 80 or something like that.
The real world, yeah.
In podcast
The world of
land,
people who are caught up.
The world of people who are caught up.
Oh, there was something I was going to mention. Oh, yeah, along the lines of Usopp and Chopper just doing nothing basically with the Brachio tank, and always coming back to Brachio tank being so sturdy and well built. I just, in my head, they keep complimenting Brachio tank on being
Made
so
of
sturdy
Wapo metal.
and made of Wapo metal. But in my head, I was hearing Rick and Morty with the butter robot. It's like, what is your purpose, Brachio tank? You transform into General Frankie. That's it. You do nothing else.
God.
Oh
You
my
become-
god.
You know, it is a little upsetting. Okay, listen, I love Chopper, I love Usopp, but I don't think that it's only their fault. But yeah, they are riding Brachio tank and doing basically no
Fuck
real
all.
impact
They're doing
to the
fuck
war
all.
right now. And poor Brachio
Well,
tank
what
is
makes it even worse is that we're literally watching, like, one by one, every single one of the crewmates doing something. Brooke slices Zeus in half. Frankie runs over Big Mom. Nami zaps some people, you know,
homies,
Robin
plus
and,
also steals the cloud for the second time.
Right. And then we watch, you know, Robin and Jinbei, you know, yeet.
Yeah,
And, like, the only one we're missing right now is Zoro doing classic guitar riff slash. And then we're just got these two chuckle fucks in a tank playing Dishwasher Simulator.
It's all right. Next week we're gonna get General Frankie. So
I
well,
doubt
actually, maybe
that.
not. Maybe not. That's episode 1000. Maybe 2 weeks from now we'll get General Frankie.
I will take this as an opportunity. You know, we were introduced formally to the other random fuck off goons that they have on Kaido's crew, otherwise known as the Numbers.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. So, were you aware of their quick explanation in this one episode? Big Mom just kind of like blurts it out, and you're
Didn't
not.
they eat smiles? And it's like the third reason for why, like, things that could happen if you eat a smile.
No, that's not at all.
I thought the smile, like the reason why they exist is because it was either you ate a smile, you got half animal, half person. Other option, you're stuck smiling. Option
Yes.
B, you become like a cocaine addict and you just become full blown whatever the fuck they are. And that's what those guys are.
You invented all of that last idea. That is a completely fresh Devon thought. That is not the case in this point in time.
I totally remember there being a whole thing. Like
No, that never happened. I promise you, buddy. That's a cool idea. I do like that. Like, you just kind of like, you get like a super low roll, and instead of getting like a power or getting, the inability to feel anything other than happiness,
and you're just gigantic.
You just become a giant beast. That's like the 1%. You got 1 in 10 get a power, 90% or 89% get nothing, but they also lose all of their other emotional ability other than laughter. But 1%. Oh, buddy. You turn into one of these fucking things. No,
you become ores.
You just become ores. So that's the explanation. Is they're experiments by Dr. Caesar or Caesar Clown, everyone's least favorite fucking Caesar motherfucker. He attempted to recreate.
Where the fuck is Caesar?
He has been out, like MIA, out of commission since the end of Whole Cake Island. We got out of Whole Cake Island and he fucked the fuck off. he got away from Big Mom and he's just trying to live his life wherever that may be.
Because I thought, because it's been so long, so I don't remember specifically if he I thought he got kidnapped by Kaido or something like that, or
there have been no fresh Caesar kidnappings since the events of Whole Cake Island. Basically, it was Whole Cake Island. They were running from Big Mom. And then when they officially got on the Sunny and Luffy started fighting Katakuri in the Mirror World, that's around the time that Caesar totally fucked the fuck off with his heart and everything. And then it was also when Veggie split. Then we just haven't seen anything of him since. There actually are updates on Caesar that I won't give you yet, but there will be updates on Caesar at some point via cover stories. If you're so daring and curious on what's going on with the guy.
Because he's related to the
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
numbers, right?
He's the one who originally tried to make them. Yes, that's what Big Mom was saying in this set of episodes. Well, I don't know if it was just him exclusively. I'd have to rewatch. It might have been him and Vegapunk. But either way, the numbers are failed experiments to recreate ores proper, ancient giants, whatever the fuck. They are in similar scale to ores, which, for those keeping track at home, any number, which I don't think the scale will be consistent enough throughout the show, but you just have to take my word for it. Okay.
Big.
They're big. The way that the size that ores was is like if you put Dory and Broggy on top of each other, like piggyback ride. If you stood them on top of each other's shoulders, that's the height of ores, meaning that each one of these numbers is about approximately that high. I can almost assure you that the proportions of the numbers are going to change back and forth as the show goes on, because that will not have nearly as much consistency as it needs to. But that's the scale with which we're dealing
already got
with.
devil fruit users in the water. What is consistency?
So they are approximately twice the size of your average giant, and yeah, no, there's I think 9 of them, 10 of them. I don't remember how many there are exactly, but that's why they're called the numbers, is because they represent the discrete digits on your playing cards to really round out his playing card deck motif, because he's got King, Queen, Jack, and now he's got the numbers.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that's why they're called the numbers.
I thought it was like chess, but no, yeah, that makes more sense.
Nah. Yeah, they represent all the individual discrete numbers that make up his playing card deck
makes
motif.
A little bit more sense for why a card magic guy with the straw, cards and cards. Yeah, Hawkins.
I have a question. It's completely unrelated to what we were talking about.
Please, go ahead.
there's a moment where Queen is on the phone for the 100th time, which is also hilarious. He's just got 100 mini snails
that was great.
stuck in his pocket, and he's just constantly getting calls from people. But at one point, somebody calls him and goes, "Hey, Marco and Sparrow are fighting right now." And then, but that gets twisted into, I don't remember if it's Queen that says it or another random goon says it, but then it gets twisted into they have an alliance. And I'm wondering if I missed something in between, or if this is like a...
It was mentioned last week, because they teamed up because Sparrow doesn't want Big Mom and Kaido to team up. He thinks Big Mom can do it all by herself. And so he's sabotaging the alliance and joined up with Marco to fuck shit up, because fuck Kaido.
Yes, that is our current presumption. Last week was them discussing, and then now the next stage of that realization is that now Marco and Sparrow are outside fucking shit up together.
About 20 episodes.
Oh, okay. I guess I forgot this part. We also, I don't think we talked about it last week in specific, unless we did, and I also forgot that.
Last week it was, because we did talk about the fact that there was Sparrow who got off the boat and started, walking his candy ass over to the island, and then Marco found him. Then they were like chit-chatting, whatever, and I don't think we saw the resolution of their like conversation, but now the presumption is, okay, yeah, they worked it out. They're gonna fuck shit up together on Onigashima, I guess. So Sparrow friend? Question mark?
Sparrow friend. Mm-hmm.
And
we shall see.
Friend is debatable.
As soon as Carrot sees that motherfucker, she's not gonna have a good day.
It's on site.
It's similar to like how like I think we view Smoker as friend. Like it's thin ice. Except for this ice is melting because it's made of candy.
I do have a funny called it but not moment, because a couple of weeks ago when we first returned to Wano episodes and Devin had me made those predictions about who was going to fight in the Tobiropo, like what Tobiropo members were going to fight other people. At the time, I'm only mentioning this now because I listened to the episode finally after catching up the other day. So when I get to Sasaki, who is the green-haired guy,
yes,
I mentioned that he's gonna fight nobody.
You're actually doing pretty well.
Which was hilarious, because then an episode or two later, he gets tied up by Denjiro. And obviously, we all know it's not going to stick. But for a minute there, he's fighting nobody. And I think that's pretty funny.
Bro, he almost got in this set of episodes. He
almost got hooked, dude.
That was such a great bit. You just see like you never really like deal with the ramifications of any of these motherfuckers like casually throwing, scion blasts through the walls. So every once in a while when they play this bit where it actually has ramifications, I think it just tickles me a little bit. You get Big Mom throwing her seismic blast through the wall or whatever, and then Sasaki, it just cuts to this guy. He's just screaming for his fucking life.
Hey, watch it.
So well, like for me, like what made it feel like hit even more is like first we see like when she like shoots, like at the beginning of shooting off, she like vaporizes like 3 samurai guys and then like just catches everyone else, and then it's that whole bit of like didn't hear like, so like for me it's like the whole conglomeration of just like we just watched someone get atomized. He almost got atomized.
yeah. It's good bits. It's funny bits.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I think the only other major thing that happened was Odin finally reunited with his son, and his son hates him. You hate to see it. You really do.
It's tough. But I mean, when you watch your dad come back to life, you probably are going to be kind of shocked too for a second.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair to him, he's like, I know my dad's dead, and Shinobu's like, I know Odin's dead. You can't be him.
It was really funny.
Like, cause like I feel like everyone knows the bit too. Like like in an easier way of playing this out would to be like quickly explain the situation. Hello, I was born with this namesake, and because of how important your father was to me, I have taken it upon myself to bear his name as my new identity because I want to live my life like your father did. It'd be very easy to just explain that, but no, because because this person is who they are. My name's Kozuki Oden. I'm your father.
Momo, I am your father.
That's impossible. You
Kind
killed
of is.
him. Search your feelings, and you know it to be true.
God damn it. Fucking Darth Vader moment. You know, it's just funny.
Now I want to just like take that same like comic strip like meme format and just copy paste Momo's sad crying face over Luke's face and like just recreate that whole thing where it's
With
just
fucking
fucking
Yamato there.
Yeah, you search your feelings, you know it to be true. That's impossible. You have boobs.
Well,
It's the first thing he points out.
it is. Yes,
He
I
points out
don't
the
disagree
boobs,
with it.
Shinobu points out the horns, and they go, "Nah, that ain't it."
Yeah, you got to be an enemy. This is sus. I will say, as far as things in this episode and the way that the pacing kind of goes, they used a lot of flashback in these sets of episodes.
They did,
Stuff
yeah.
that some stuff from a while ago, some stuff from like 2 weeks ago. Like we watch not from 2 weeks ago, but has been shown 2 weeks in a row now, maybe even 3, if you're counting like how many times the episodes. If you were a weekly watcher at the time, you've watched 3 weeks in a row now. Odin / Kaido back in the day. So like Kaido just remembering his scar and having it hurt and being like, oh, that's that time that Odin used Paradise Tatsumaki or whatever it was called.
I think that's exactly it. That's a good pull.
I only remember because I heard it 3 times this week.
But then they also went back to like Thriller Bark, like seeing those animations, like jumping from now to fucking Thriller Bark animation. It's so jarring.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I mean,
I had the
yeah.
thought, I was like, is this what Brenton felt like when he went back there and watched it? Like, it looks so weird.
I fucking love older animation. Listen, I still stand by this. Wano cooks in some ways, but like the colorization of the older stuff will always tickle me. It's got so much more like character and depth, and like the shadowing, the line work is so much. I don't know. I could write a book about how much I used to like the One Piece animation style before they went into full blown. I don't even know what to call it. They like Dragon Ball Superified it, which to be fair, it's Toei, so that kind of makes sense.
was Toei responsible for Super?
Yeah.
They didn't have the fights going to cubes back then, so nah.
Right there, but for every lack of cube, you have an increase in color quality, in my personal opinion, or diversity at the very least.
But cubes.
Right, that's fair. There are cubes. I'll give you that. But I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, this week was. I think predominantly it was just kind of like a little bit of like subtle, like semi-falling action. Like, okay, we did it. We stabbed Kaido. Let's get the show rolling. But then like we don't want to get it rolling too fast because we know we gotta hype everyone up for episode 1000 that's coming up.
Yeah, they didn't want to drop anything big in these episodes because they want the hype to remain for next week.
Yeah.
What the fuck was there's one thing I want to. I don't remember the guy's name. He's red, has horns.
Who's who?
Yeah, what's his face? What the fuck's he up to?
Oh, well, his beef is seemingly with very directly one of the lead performers. So, and rather than taking the long route of find Yamato, then get an official chance to attack or fight one of the lead performers, he's just going right to the source, I think. Now, which one is it? I don't know, because all 3 of them are basically in the same place right now, which is on the main stage. So
No, Jack's on the roof.
I guess that's true. In the episode where Who's Who was shown, they were all in the same place, and then Jack goes
fair.
to the roof. King ends up fighting Sanji and takes him somewhere, and then Queen is still there fumbling with his mini snail chats and having an existential crisis about it. So, seemingly, they seem to, in my opinion, imply that Who's Who has beef with Queen. So maybe that's a red herring, and he's gonna go fight one of the other 2, Jack or King. But it seems to me that Who's Who is following through on his threat to fight one of the lead performers.
Also, where's Drake?
I don't think we've had an update on Drake.
Last I heard, he came out with a shitty album after getting roasted by Kendrick.
Did that actually happen? I just thought he fell off the face of the earth. Like, I thought he just
I think he came out with an album.
Oh, well, it must be selling really well considering how often I've heard of it.
Or is going to later this year, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, it did. It came out last month, May 15th. I heard it was bad.
Yikes. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? All right. Are there any other major topics you guys want to cover before we move on to the end of the show segments?
Where is X Drake? Like, what the fuck has he been up to?
I don't know, dude. There's 8,000 characters on this island, man.
Very true.
And that's not an exaggeration either.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that I'm curious about, like, what the fuck's going on with them? Like, what's Hawkins doing right this moment? What the fuck is Black Maria doing? Where'd she go?
We don't know. We'll get updates on them in the near future, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, they'll turn up eventually.
And as much as it pains me to ask, what the fuck is Apu doing?
Well, Apu got for a second. Oh, but then they ran away from him, and then we just haven't seen him since. Yeah, he's probably just fucking around. He's fighting.
Coming up with new bars.
Yeah. With that being said, I'm going to move us on to the end of the show segments. Next week is going to be
episode 100.
Episode 1000. Not episode 100. Episode 1000 and only episode 1000.
Wow.
I'll be the first to admit, I think next week's going to be a bit of a short episode because it's only a single episode, but episode 1000 is a pretty fun milestone, so it seems like it'd be worth it.
Isn't there something else? Wasn't it 1,000 plus something else?
I don't remember. Let me double check. I
don't think it's just 1,000.
Gabe said something in the
resource links. Episode
schedule said the episode schedule, Brendan, is on the main sheet too, under prep material, right at the top.
It's 907 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we're also watching 907. Why are we watching 907?
I think we skipped that a while back.
What the heck? All right. Well, we're watching episode 1000 and 907. That's interesting.
I wonder what that's all about.
Well, alrighty then. And is it a filler? I don't even know what that is. What is 907? Let me look this up.
We're watching our own flashback of a flashback.
Oh my God. Anyway, while he does that, do you have quotes, Devin?
I had one, but I forgot it, unfortunately.
You write notes, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good talk.
Oh, he's making us watch Romance Dawn. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, we can do that. That sounds like fun. So don't get confused, though. So sometimes it's not listed as episode 907. Sometimes it's listed as Anime Special 20th Anniversary Romance Dawn.
Bromance Dawn?
Romance with an R, brother. What are you talking about?
Frankie and Brooke? Bromance?
Bromance.
Why are you like this? It should be episode 907, but on the off chance that it's listed as a special, just be mindful that it's the Romance Dawn special. So this will be fun. This is the first episode in the Romance Dawn stuff that I told you guys about.
Mm-hmm. I vaguely remember you mentioning this.
This will be cool. This will be fun.
The name rings a bell. I have no memory of this.
But for the people at home, what are we talking about?
Romance Dawn, if you're unaware, is the original name of the original one-shot that One Piece is inspired off of, written by the same author, Oda-san. And it was the original direction for his manga, whatever, comic book series, string, whatever. It has a slightly different energy, but it still mostly has the main cast. But like, for example, Nami's no longer the orange-haired cat burglar that we know. She has blue hair for some reason.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because the one samurai guy cuts off the dragon head.
And then the samurai guy who cut off the dragon head, he's a part of the Romance Dawn energy, but that's like a side story within his Romance Dawn.
It's a story within a story.
Yeah, because like Romance Dawn, I think, was a series of one-shots that he just kind of had ideas for, but never like strewn it all together. And then the thing that we watched with fake Zoro cutting off the dragon head, that was a Romance Dawn line, but it wasn't necessarily like sequentialized within an entire romance. That's the weird part of Romance Dawn. Like, I think he like tried to make it its own thing, and then he failed at it and was like, I'm gonna rewrite this a little bit to make it a little bit more like something that people are actually going to want to read week to week. And that's where One Piece came from. So anyway, there you go. That's what we're doing.
We'll talk about this again next time.
Talk about it again next week. Anyway, back to quotes. Quotes.
All right. So Devin forgot his only quote. I have a couple of quotes here. The first of which is in 996 when Ulti confronts Yamato about what he is doing exactly. And at one point, Yamato responds by saying something along the lines of, I'm Kozuki Oden, and I'm going to do such and such things now because that's who I am. And Ulti goes, who's Odin, you ultra idiot?
You get out of my way, Ulti, for I am Kozuki Oden, and I will take down Kaido!
You're not Odin, you're just an ultra idiot! And you should value your family more, damn it!
Value my family, huh? Then why don't you be nice to your brother for once?
What? Don't you dare tell me what to do! And also, I'm nicer to Pei Pei than anyone else in the world!
You have to cherish family because she's flabbergasted that Yamato would turn against his own father. And so she is very up in arms about this and insulted because she adores her little Pei Pei. And then afterwards, I didn't write down the specific quote, but Yamato then is like, look who's talking. You abused the shit out of Pei Pei. Something along those lines. It was awesome. Other quote I have, also 996, towards the end, where we're getting a little more serious. And Kaido is trying to crush the Akazaya 9 spirits here by telling them that you've teamed up with pirates. The pirates are always going to turn their back and they're going to backstab you. That you can't trust pirates. And then in the middle of this, Luffy is confronted by Big Mom, and she's like, are you here to kill Kaido too? And Luffy's like, nah. All of his allies turn and give him the, oh?
Excuse me?
What though? You aren't?
Are we not?
What are we doing here, Luffy? And so they leave you on that for another 30 seconds as Kaido continues to rant to Kinemon. And then we cut back to Luffy, who goes, I'm not here for that. You, Kaido, the officers, Orochi, all your subordinates, your mom, your couch.
Whack as fuck.
I'm coming for all of it. I'm here to kick all your asses.
By the way, Straw Hat, what brings you to the land of Wano? You don't actually think you can take down Kaido, do you? What a laugh, you little kidder.
That's not why I'm here.
Luffy,
Mr. Straw Hat Man, what did you say?
if that's not it, then why?
I won't stop at Kaido. You, Kaido, Orochi, and all of your stupid friends, too! You're getting your asses kicked! Every last one of you!
Luffy wants the smoke from everybody. They're gonna have to get Smokey-kun in here stat.
Oh, shit.
That was awesome. I mean, obviously, it's a fake out. It was just a matter of what Luffy was going to end up saying. And the fact that he was just like, I want to run the hands with the whole gambit. Every single person is getting it.
Everyone's getting the fade.
I want to take everybody.
Everyone's running the fade.
Y'all don't understand. People are still saying that I'm going through another time skip. There are no more time skips. I'm here for that ass.
I'm here for the final showdown.
He's not just talking to Big Mom. He's talking to the audience. He's like, everyone wants me to go back to the training arcs. The training arcs are over. I'm here for that.
The training arc's over. I'm here. This is a 2-for-1 special.
It's like a septuple for one special. He wants the hands. He wants the hands out of everybody.
Every single person is getting it. And that was awesome. That was funny.
You get a gum. You get a gum. You get a gum. Everyone gets a gum.
He's handing out gum pistols. But I'm done. That's all me.
All right, the only quote I had was from Brook before he slices up the cloud and he goes, rain, rain, go away.
Rain, rain, go away.
This is a stupid fucking line. How dare you say that and mean it, you motherfucker. All right, that's it. That's all I got. All right, moving on to Gabe's Fun Facts.
Gabe's Fun Facts.
Wow.
Let me go to this. We did it. Hello, this is Gabriel speaking to you from the middle of a war zone. Just my luck that right when I have to find a hiding spot, these ruffians have to have their little rebellion against the government. I honestly have no idea how I'm going to get out of this one, but through the power of plot convenience, I hope to at least be able to send you this script in time. Anyway, for being the penultimate set to the big 4-digit episode, this set really doesn't have much worth talking about. What do I talk about to fill up a couple of minutes? Oh, I know! Here's a couple fun facts about the numbers. Judging by the fact that I have neglected to mention the numbers so far, even though we have been seeing them for at least 16 episodes, you can probably guess their level of importance to the overall story. As such, I'll just get everything there is to say about them out of the way here so I never have to mention them again in the future. First and foremost, the numbers once again fit into the trading card motif of the Beast Pirates, this time representing the numbered cards in every card set. Despite this, the numbers included a member that represents the number 1, even though such a card does not exist in a card set. Then again, the Beast Pirates also don't have a member that represents Ace for obvious reasons, so I guess it evens out.
Yeah, Whitebeard stole it.
I don't get it.
They're most likely inspired by the wild things from the famous children's picture book Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh.
Who are, just like the numbers, giant monsters with horns and claws who like to party a lot.
That's fun.
Every single one of their laugh ticks is just them taking their own names and repeating the last syllable, i.e. Fuga being Fuga ga 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 ga, or them repeating the last syllable once and then starting over in the case of Kunyun. Kunyunyu. I don't know what.
Gokiki.
And Goki, which is Gokiki. Here's some fun facts about every member. Don't worry, this won't take long. Inbi, representing the number 1, has the kanji for 1 and beauty in his name. Whoever named him must have had great expectations. Fuga, representing the number 2, has the kanji for 2 and fang in his name. He is the only number to have eaten a smile fruit, I didn't know this, turning his lower body into that of a horse? Which one's Fuga? As revealed by an SBS, this happened when he stole and ate one from Kaido, for which Kaido threw him in a jail cell. His favorite food is awamori alcohol. How sad. He would have gotten along great with Kaido. Hold on, I want to see this. Which one is Fugi? I didn't even know one of them ate a smile fruit.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at him. He's an orange, reddish, auburn kind of looking guy with a centaur. He's got a lower horse half.
Wow, okay. Fuga with the lower horse half. That's so rad. Would you look at that? He looks a lot like Kaido, too.
Yeah, Kaido at home.
He looks like an off-brand Kaido.
He kind of gives me the vibes of what's the one of the samurai guys, the flower petal guy?
Oh, you're thinking of Shutenmaru, or well, Ashura Doji, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that note went totally over my head, and I'm sure that I've seen this guy on my screen, but I've just never flinched at the fact that he was a centaur and never put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, just wouldn't have assumed. We've seen so many horse hybrids that you just go, yep, that's a guy.
That's a guy. This is.
There's another one.
All right. Zanki, representing the number 3, has the kanji for 3 and Oni in his name. This pattern of having his own number and the kanji for Oni in his name is shared by 6 other number members. Zanki is otherwise completely unremarkable.
Cool.
Jaki, representing the number 4, has the kanji for 4 and Oni in his name. His name could also be derived from the word Jaki, which is a minor class of demons in Japanese mythology, most comparable to Western imps and goblins. This is supported by his generally shorter stature compared to the other numbers. He resembles an unarmed monster from Where the Wild Things Are.
Oda missed out on an opportunity for a third bit by having that one be the one that eats the smile fruit, because if he had turned into a horse and his name was Jockey, because jockeys ride horses.
Oh my god, shut up. Shut up.
Nice.
I'm not going to lie to you, that is a funny bit. That is a funny bit. I would also think that's a funny bit.
He missed out.
You know what? You got this one.
You successfully found a true statement in your thoughts. That would have been a W. Goki, representing the number 5, has the kanji for 5 and Oni in his name. Yeah, that's it. Roki, representing the number 6, has the kanji for 6 and Oni in his name. He will be the last member of the numbers who will be introduced. He is the only number to break the laughing tick formula of the numbers, with his laughing tick reading Rorokiki. The anime will forget to give him tattoos in his one and only appearance.
Ooh.
Poor guy.
It's it.
Oh, okay, so we will literally never see Roki again. Like, we've seen him once, and he's not coming back. Poor Roki. Goodbye, my friend. Nangi, representing the number 7, has the kanji for 7 and Oni in his name. He resembles Moishi from Where the Wild Things Are. Oh, come on, that can't be... Nope, that's it. What a thrilling set of characters, aren't they? Hacha! Hacha! Representing the number 8 has the kanji for 8 and cha, meaning tea in his name. His design and personality are a reference to Bruce Lee.
What?
With his battle cry being inspired by Bruce Lee's Ka'ai.
This is stark contrast to all the rest of them.
So my interpretation of hacha was accurate.
Apparently. Actually, listen to this bit. I think that's literally where his name comes from. At least this is what Gabe's suggesting. His design and personality are a reference to Bruce Lee, with his battle cry being inspired by Bruce Lee's Kaido battle cries, and his outfit being based on Bruce Lee's appearance in the movie Game of Death.
He's the one with the yellow and black outfit. Okay.
Yeah. In his Viber card, Hacha was initially listed as being 6,680 centimeters, otherwise known as 219 feet 2 inches tall, which would make him around the size of oars. This was later revised to 3,675 centimeters, otherwise known as 120 feet 7 inches. He is also the only number with rounded teeth, and his favorite food is oolong highballs in alcoholic tea. Finally, breaking the streak of uninteresting numbers. Great job, Hacha. Is Hacha like noticeably smaller than the other numbers?
I don't know. I don't know if we've seen Hacha next to the other ones, but I'm looking at the wiki now and I'm remembering the picture is him with Apu, and I remember him appearing and people being like, oh shit. But I don't know that we've seen him next to the other numbers.
Okay, so this one's interesting because this would suggest that all of the numbers are actually only half the size of oars functionally, or maybe like 60% the height, meaning they're only like a little bit taller than the average giant. That would be an interesting note to know for myself. This is something, I'm learning something. Look at me. Hunyun, representing the number 9, has the kanji for 9 and nin in her name, which is the same kanji that's used in the word ninja. She is the only notably female member of the numbers, which still doesn't make her pass the bar for being interesting. And we were doing so well. And finally, Juki, representing the number 10 as the kanji for 10 and Oni in his name. He resembles Goat Boy from Where the Wild Things Are. Yep, that's it. That's how we're ending it. God, if I wasn't in a war zone, I'd be falling asleep. I don't know, I like numbers info. Manga and anime differences this week aren't interesting, so the only one I will highlight today is that Ulti's rematch and loss against Yamato is made up by the anime. They never even fought at this point in the manga. How dare you slander my girl Ulti by making her look bad like this? Shame on you, Toei. Anyway, that's about all for this week. I honestly don't know how I'll survive this war. What is happening?
I'll see you guys next week. Have a nice day.
Oh, okay. All right. Goodbye, Gabe. Hope you're doing all right, buddy.
I looked up the numbers wiki, and apparently at some point Big Mom mentions that they are as big as oars.
Well, no, like I remember Nami saying in this set of episodes that like the numbers that came out holding the tank are as big as oars, but that could just be Nami, being super fucking dramatic like always. You know what I'm saying?
Exaggerating, yeah.
They're just as big as oars. Like,
yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's be so fucking for real.
Yeah. Also, apparently, Hacha is 188 years old. Fun fact.
Interesting. Crazy.
LinkedIn's AI-powered job search can help you find the most relevant roles based on your goals and experience. It cannot help you find something to talk about in the elevator.
So, ride any dragons this weekend?
It can help you find your next job just by describing it in your own words. It cannot stop your coworker from describing their dreams.
So I was flying, right?
And while we can't help you advance in the office foosball tournament, LinkedIn can help you advance in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Wait, 188 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe they were like old before, and then they were experimented upon before they became numbers or whatever in like the modern timeline. That would make a little bit of sense. Like maybe that happened like 40 years ago or something like that.
Aren't they giants that were experimented on? Isn't that kind of the point?
Well, that's a good question. We don't know like the source of each of them in terms of like whether or not they were originally people, they were originally we don't know. That has not been expanded upon to my knowledge. So I guess you could just
source. I made it the fuck up.
Yeah. Maybe I just assumed based on the fact that they were giant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's true. They could be just regular humans that then got morphed by. Well, I guess some of them are weird fuckers.
They are kind of weird looking.
Some of them are weird looking, not human looking, I should say. Maybe they're all kinds of different species that were given this perfected gigantification serum thing. I don't know.
All we have is that they were experimented upon and turned into what we see here.
All right.
Incredible. Love this for us. That was Gabe's. And we got the golden ham, of course, my favorite part of the night. You know?
I'm feeling bromance.
Oh, give it to the bromance? Well, which one, though? Because it's got to be one, right?
The bromance. It's both of them.
We're just giving it to the bromance? Nah, I don't know. I could also just as easily give it to Frankie Full Sail for just like being a fun guy, even if he had one bad throwaway line. I'm not gonna lie to you, Frankie, you fucked up.
But not enough.
But staring down Big Mom and being like, what if I just like shoot you with my fucking laser?
Yeah. Also the wheelie first off.
The wheelie, the time that he was like, Nami, but like seriously, are we even trying to make Luffy King of the Pirates anymore?
Also true.
I didn't include that in my quotes this week. I should have. I kind of thought somebody else was going to do it.
That's a good quote.
Frankie adjusts his glasses, looking at Big Mom, and sees that same thing we all do when we see a tow truck picking up a car, which is, yeah, I could jump that.
I could make that jump. I could Dukes of Hazzard that for sure.
That's easy mode.
I don't know. I think I'm all in on Frankie. Frankie spoke to me this week.
I'm so here for it.
Yeah, I can work with it.
All right, Frankie. Frankie it is.
No biggie.
Not to put a damper on Brooke, but, you know, Frankie had a solid showing this week. He was the man. All right, moving on to fan mail. We're going to do a bit of a double today. There is an email from one of our favorite guests and commenters, Panda, that I would love to read, but I'm not going to lie to the audience. It is quite literally over 1,000 words long. So for the sake of fairness and time, I will only read a chunk of it today, and we will attempt to maybe, go through the rest of it at later points in time. Panda, if you're listening to this, why did you give us an essay? Anyway, moving on to the email. That time I got caught up on a podcast, a novella by me.
Oh boy.
Boy, do I've got a lot to say to you. By which I mean, hi. I realized about 2 weeks ago, this was back in March, that I was 5 months behind in listening to Opwall somehow, but as of nearly 5 minutes ago, I'm now caught back up. So, since I took notes as I went, I'm going to throw some stuff at you in this new novella, a Panda original. That time, I got caught up on a podcast. It's sure to be a hit with someone, probably. All right, that said, obviously don't feel obligated to read any of this on cast.
Oh, boy.
Oh, but we will. Especially since it's just stupid quotes and some of the beef TM over certain things.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted you guys to know I'm not purposely ignoring you. First of all, I have a few notes from back when Sad Boy tier lists were done. I'm not sure how old that note is. I just found it, but I remember laughing just like an idiot. Devin's stage 4 vegan. Can't eat anything with a shadow. She just commented that. She just wanted to acknowledge that was said on recording and on the record.
Devin, do you remember this?
I do remember this.
There was also a Rock and Stone quote thrown in there, and my immediate thought was, okay, Malphite, and I haven't played League in at least 2 to 3 years now.
Oh, 2 different games.
I'm clean. I'm clean.
And last for that tier list ep, I was in stitches with Justin. As Christian and Brendan argued over the Bellamere scene, I don't even remember whose side I was on, but it was quality content. I'm sure they called each other fucking animals multiple times over it. Moving on from there, though, back into the juicy bit. I think it was the...
Wait, which tier list was this? Sad Moments? Was this Sad Moments tier list?
It was either Sad Moments or Parents tier list. I think it was Parents tier list, if I had to guess.
No, Parents tier list was so long ago.
I think it was Parents tier list, if I had to guess.
No, it had to be Sad Moments or Impactful Moments.
It might be. I don't know. We received this March 17th. You can do the digging yourself. Moving on from there, though, back into the juicy bits, a.k.a. Wano, from 917 to 919. Justin's The 3 Furry MDs. I don't know. That's just its comment. The chop flip bit, the spatula that ate the dice fruit. Iconic. New favorite, to be honest. On this very set of episodes, Justin recommended the new minimalist golden ham shirt, but in teal, since it's so vibrant. I am acquiring it. I was going to wait until I got paid, but I mentioned it in passing to Jordy, and suddenly I had a gift code, so it's in transit. Love that for you. This is from the Cover Stories episode. Remember the one person who put Bellamy in their top favorite lists that one time? Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
His growth in Dressrosa followed by the cover story that tells you where he is now is part of that. I think it's very wholesome, and I love Bellamy a lot, more than I really should for some 2-bit side character we have only seen in 2 separate arcs. If you want my entire dissertation on why, let me know, and I'll draft it up.
You can have that one.
Smiley face lol. Oh boy. 920 to 922. So yeah, the cover stories eps were pretty slideshowy, but like y'all mentioned, but most of my meh about them was because I wanted more Bellamy, so I can't really judge too much. Why did Caribou lick Luffy? Brendan's response made me snort and earned me a look from my coworker that was like, what the fuck, man? I don't know what I said. Oh, this is a quote. She really likes this quote from us because that's what he does. He's a gross, gross swamp man.
I wonder who said that.
Talking shit on the master carpenter, calling him stupid, and Devin goes, he does have nails in his nostrils, but the best part is, Christian's, yeah, he's slowly lobotomizing himself, and every time he sneezes, he comes closer to God. That is a good bit. That is a good bit. I was fucking choking on that, y'all. I shit you not. As they were shitting on Komurasaki and her I hate poor people stuff, in the back of my mind, I was just like, so is her being Hiyori gonna make them like her more or hate her more? Jury's out. Wow, I'm really glad. I didn't know there were spoilers in this. I'm glad that we didn't have spoilers. All right, this is the last one from 926 to 928. We will continue this at a later date. Comment number 1. So yeah, thank you all for raging. I also really hate amnesia plots so much. Sabo? Okay, I'll give it to you once. Big Mom, fuck right off with this actual bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Christian mentioning my flabbers would be gasted. Got me. That's a mood, my guy. I'm more surprised that's the first time anyone's ever said that to you.
Yeah, really. That's not an original statement. I got news for you, Panda. I have stolen that.
This last comment is a little confusing to me. It just says, sneaky danger noodly glory, Christian on Orochi's devil fruit. Apparently that's what you described it as.
Wait, say it again.
Sneaky danger noodly glory.
Sneaky danger noodly glory. Yeah.
Apparently this is a direct quote.
That sounds like me.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like me. I believe it. I refer to snakes as danger noodles all the time.
Right, of course. Okay, that's where the line is. Okay, I understand now. Okay, audience, I'm not going to lie to you. There's about 13 other episode updates, but we will not regale every single one of them in this evening. But for now, I'll put a pin in this, and we will return to this. We left off on 26 to 28. Keep that in mind for the future, folks.
Should probably just highlight it in there. That way we know where we left off.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you. Now, moving on to another piece of fan mail, because we didn't want to feel like Panda was usurping all of the time. We're also going to do a shorter email with a question from another member of our community. So all hail Bosco Sticks and science. Love from OG One Piece fan. Panda Pools. Sorry. Yes, Panda Pools is the name that is on this email. Hello, Opwallcast. Recently, my daily commute has increased to a solid 60 minutes one way, so I've been really grinding the episodes out. Unfortunately, I've easily caught back up. So now I've started Panda View.
Hey.
I'm currently back in 2021 listening to the High School Musical review. Oh boy.
Oh man.
I must say, Brendan is an animal. For what? For never watching it before that point. I don't think that makes me an animal. I think that makes me an absolutely normal human being. I wasn't even...
Of the people, though?
Listen, just because I like musicals.
Come on. You...
Brother, get out of here, bro.
Look at you. Let's just look at you.
Whatever, man.
Like, if I said that makes sense. Like, me, I wouldn't... Yeah, no, I still haven't.
Uh-huh.
But you? Really?
No, it was too kiddie for me at the time. No intention. Zero interest.
Cap.
I wasn't even a huge fan, but must have watched it at least 5 times. But I was devastated when Brendan brought up Bosco Sticks and no one else knew about them. That's what I'm saying, bro. The holy grail of middle school lunch. I've also finally got a lunch break back at work, so I picked up a recommendation from Christian some time ago. I started reading Project Hail Mary, and I must say it is quite good. It often has me trying to recall things I haven't studied since college, rest in peace. I reckon I have a quarter of the book left, and I know the film just came out, so I would be interested to hear thoughts regarding it, if anyone has seen it. I'll definitely check it out after I finish the book and construct a succinct review one day. Hashtag Rocky is a vibe. General question to the cast. When you're exposed to media that is already released in several forms, i.e. a book series, TV series, movie, comics, light novel, etc., what version do you prefer to consume first? Personally, I love starting with the book series if time allows it, and I don't become too impatient. Thanks for all the endless hours of entertainment. I appreciate you all. Best regards, Panda Pools. Would anyone like to answer that first?
The last question?
Yes.
Can you say it again, please?
When you're exposed to media that is already released in several forms, i.e. book series, TV series, movies, light novels, whatever, which version do you prefer consuming first? That's the question. And Panda Pools suggests that they love starting with the book series, and then they'll move on from there. They'll expand from there.
Honestly, it's probably whatever version of it I was exposed to initially, or that somebody came to me with. If I am told that there is a TV show that has come out recently that is really good, that's based off a book series, I'm probably going to end up watching the show first.
Yeah.
And maybe then circling back to the books. I don't do too much reading anymore. If I consume books, it's usually an audiobook format these days.
Same.
Just because it's easier and I can listen to them at work, like a podcast. It won't be light novels. I'm just go running through the examples. Like, I don't read light novels, really. Again, for the same reason. Like, I don't have a lot of time to just sit down and read books. So light novels just never really appealed to me. And because of that, it will almost never be that. Sometimes lately there's been trends of manhwa, Korean comics, the Korean equivalent of manga, showing up in anime form, and some of them I have read already ahead of time. Solo Leveling is one of them. There was the webtoon specific ones like Nobilis and Tower of God that I had also read. So it's really just the version of it that I'm exposed to initially. I don't think if I hear about something, I'm probably going to end up watching the thing that got it popular in the first place. A la TV show gets brought to my attention. I'll go, I'll watch the TV show. That's usually how that'll happen for me. I won't go, TV show, let me read the books first and then the TV and then watch the show. I don't got time for all that, really. It's kind of the unfortunate reality of it. I wish I had time to do something like that, but I don't.
For me, I feel like it depends on whatever media I'm watching. Because the best example I can give is like when Game of Thrones was, a popular thing. I decided before, watching that show, it was like, I think they were at like season like 6 or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I think, like I've been talking to a friend, like I've been, like convinced to read it. I was like, okay, I'll read the book. And I went and I read all the books and I loved it. And then I watched the show. So like for me, it's like, I don't really that's not my go-to always. Like it really depends on like even like for Solo Leveling, like I started reading Solo Leveling when it was airing. So like for me, like it didn't really have like it depends on the medium I feel like we're watching. Cause like The Walking Dead, for example, I don't care to read comic books. I've tried. I just can't do it. That I will just watch the show. So it's kind of like dependent on the material. And some of them I feel like, I'm afraid to read. Like, for example, The Lord of the Rings. I've wanted to read The Lord of the Rings, but I've been told by many, many times that many people who say, it's a hard read. And I'm like, I don't read too good. My eyeballs don't they're kind of doing the thing, and it's kind of hard. I don't really want to figure out how audiobooks, that's my boomer moment. Some people don't know how credit cards work. I don't know how audiobooks work. I ain't doing it. I ain't fucking with that.
Fair.
That's kind of my take on it. So most of the time it just, boils down to, do I have the mental energy to, consume this media? And I just, whatever, I go with the flow. I find the thing, I go, this is the thing I want to watch, or this is the thing I want to consume. And then I consume it. And then I obsess over it for like a month, and then I forget about it.
Yeah, I think for me, 90% of the time it's going to be movie TV. I very rarely do I expose myself to an original IP first through book, light novel, manga. Well, I guess comic books are a little different. And One Piece is the only manga that I read, so that is also an exception, I suppose. But like comic books, I obviously knew before like big budget movies came out. But then also, like, to be honest, I haven't read a fresh comic book in probably the better part of 10 years. But I do watch all the animated Spider-Man shows and movies that come out because I like to watch those things. I think like the only other major exception, Project Hail Mary's a good one. That one I did read before I watched the movie because I just heard from both Christian, a couple other friends about how good it was. And I'm glad I did. Fantastic audiobook. One of my favorites of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And going into the movie was still a great time. But like there are things that like obviously you miss out from what you got as like an experience through the book and through the actual narrative, blah, blah, blah. I got to be one of those people really for the first time after watching Project Hail Mary, because I did not, as another example, I did not read The Martian, but I sure as shit watched the movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And I don't know what I'm missing because I still haven't listened to the audiobook or read the book for The Martian, and I hear it's really good.
Oh, you should totally do that too.
I should probably do that.
I've only heard of one thing that was like difference that was funnier in the book from that one, which is just the scene where in The Martian, he's like, hey, by the way, you're on live, you know, like everyone could see what you're typing. Instead of just swearing, he just types in boobs or something like that.
Okay. Interesting.
Like,
nice.
Sure.
Some humor like that. And so like to me, it's like, like, I think it's cool that, books and movie, like books will have those moments, disparities between them. It depends, though, on the medium.
Yeah, I think the other consideration is, like, sometimes I'll get inspired to participate in more of the property if I like the property. An example is Game of Thrones, but then I realized how much I don't really care for George R. R. Martin's writing. I think he spends way too much time talking about shit that doesn't matter.
Where's the damn book, Martin?
I put that shit down. But another example was like a Netflix show that came out, The Three Body Problem.
I knew it. I knew this was going to be the answer.
I did really like the show, and mostly not because the show was perfect, because it was an imperfect show, but like the idea behind it and like the shit that it was pitching was so fascinating to me that I had to go to the book. And then I realized where the deviations were, because they were really covering small storylines from all three books in the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that until I was already reading the third book, but I can't recommend Three Body Problem as a total franchise enough. It's so much fun, and it's so actually incredibly expansive sci-fi. I love it to death, and I can't wait for more Three Body Problem if Netflix decides to continue making that show, because man, does that shit get fucking nuts.
I've had Three Body Problem in the back of my head as a thing that I needed to consume media-wise for a while.
It is really good.
I couldn't hear enough good things about the show, and then I realized that they were books, and this was at the time, actually, roughly, that I was going through a big audiobook phase where I was in the middle of reading basically every book in the Ender's Game series.
Yeah.
From the prequels and sequels and all of the everything in between, side stories. And then I heard about Three Body Problems, like, oh man, this sounds so cool. I know the Netflix show is really good.
I really recommend Three Body, but like be ready for it to be like, it's originally a Chinese author, so like some of the structure is a little different, like when you're a passerby, and the names of characters, you have to become very ready to not remember major characters' names like internally for a little bit until you're exposed to them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the right audio narrator will like use the same voices for different characters, so you can stay kind of in the moment with them for beat to beat. But I really do love that franchise. All three books are a fucking delight.
The only like thing I've been recommended to read recently, and it's by my friend, they really want me to read Dune.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm definitely not smart enough to read that book, because you need to like...
I did want to start Dune, and I did start Dune, but I got like an hour in where I was like, I don't know.
I don't know if you need to be smart as much as you need to be like patient.
Yeah. That's another George R. R. Martin style writer that I'm just like, nah.
The fact that there's like a fucking index in the back of the book to explain what a word means, because they'll use made up words, and it's like tied to an event, and it's nope.
Yeah.
I don't have the capacity.
That's nitty gritty sci-fi at its finest / worst, depending on who you are, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I have no plans of reading Dune. I'm totally okay with watching the movies and seeing what they do with that. I will never touch those books.
Yeah.
If I'm giving my opinion on Project Hail Mary, I'm really happy you're reading the book and that you're enjoying it. It's still one of my favorite sci-fi novels that I've ever read, and I must admit that the movie did not thrill me.
I'm in a similar boat. Maybe not as much as you, though. You sound even more defeated than I do, but there were a lot of things I was disappointed by.
They nix a lot of the aspects of the movie that I enjoyed personally, which is the two of them really buckling down and figuring out a problem.
Yes, agreed.
And they cut out a lot of the problem-solving aspect of the movie, which I get it. You know, it's hard to translate that sort of stuff into a film and make it interesting, especially when we're dealing with an alien entity that is so unlike a human being. And you have to set up all of the buddy cop that they turn this movie into in order to make the alien more appealing to people. But I feel like a lot of the personality of Rocky and Grace is lost in favor of making them just a goofy couple of guys lost in space, basically.
Damn, scathing reviews over here.
And I recognize that, unfortunately, this is a result of having read the book first. I know because it got such great reviews, and there are people who have read the book that also love it. I'm not saying that I'm like, this is a universal opinion of book readers.
Yeah.
But overwhelmingly, I hear way better things about the movie from people who have not read the book, because in and of itself, that movie is a good movie.
Yes.
Like,
I would agree with this take.
It is a fun romp through space with two guys who just happen to be there, and they get together and they're figuring out crazy problems, and they're there for each other and they love each other. And then you have the conclusion of the movie and all of it wraps up nicely, and it's cool and it's fun. And that is cool. That's a fun space premise. That's a fun premise for a movie, and somewhat unique. But as a thing that's adapted from a book, I think personally it was not a movie made for me. And there are other things besides what I mentioned, like some of the extra characters are also changed. Like the personalities of his crewmates are completely different from what they are in the book, which was maybe one of the most jarring parts of the adaptation. And there's a list of things that I could keep going on with. Suffice it to say that personally, I thought it was, in a vacuum, good movie. For me, not that great. It was like a 6.
Without making this the review cast for Project Hail Mary, I agree with you. I would give it more than a 6. Like as my resolution thought, I'd still give it a 7. I think, but the main point being that it was still a good movie, but there was so much more purpose and plot elements from the book that they chose not to include.
Yeah.
That I do think detracted from what made a lot of the book so rounded and so compelling.
The book made me cry, like actually cry a couple of times.
Yes. The book also made me cry. I wept for sure. This movie was a spectacle. It was a great fun time, but I think they prioritized fun in lieu of the things that really like just come up from behind you to surprise you with emotions.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Anyway, again, as I was saying, without making this a Project Hail Mary review cast, thank you, Panda Pools, for your email.
Thank you very much.
We have spent a lot of time on people feedback this week. All right, moving on. Believe it or not, we still have one segment left, and it is the Garb Gab.
It's Garb Gab time.
Is anyone gonna mess with the Garb Gab or what?
Yeah. I have the Gab here.
Okay,
Devin, I'm gonna need you to reach on in here this time.
Okay.
We had Brendan do the honors last week, I believe. So
right.
I'm gonna let you take it from here.
Okay, shoving my hand in. These are smooth, nice, smooth rocks.
Oh, rocks.
Mm-hmm. I collected them.
Oh, I like this. I like the feeling of this one. I'm gonna grab this rock.
Press the button on it.
Wait, why does that rock have a button?
Well, why does it have a button?
Why is it beeping?
Oh, well, it's a timer.
Hey, Brendan, catch.
Oh, what's it doing? What's it doing?
You've got mail.
Oh, well, that was. Why do you gotta be so, like, you could literally just say.
It's a sending stone. It's a sending stone.
Yeah, you could literally just tell us this sort of thing instead of, like, making us go through, the bomb effect.
Nah, where's your flair for dramatics, theater boy? Come on.
Yeah, okay, here.
He's got you there.
Honestly, he's kind of right. I'll give him that. Just because you're right doesn't make you not an asshole.
I'll take it.
All right, what does it say here? It says here we're going to be doing Vegapunked, and we're Vegapunking. Yes, I'm making sure I read this right. Yes, we are Vegapunking a toilet. A toilet.
Oh, we're doing this one finally, huh?
Huh.
All right.
Okay. Yep. The people have been clamoring for it, actually.
Oh, have they? I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's a toilet with the hippo fruit, and it's going, Moto likes you.
Okay.
No, not the hungry hippo. Please, no.
Have we seen a hippo fruit? All right, well, I'm going to go easy first devil fruit, the light fruit, because, motherfucker, I need a little nightlight to show me where I'm going. And
You having problems finding your way in the bathroom at night?
Fuck yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? I can't be the only one.
Gondor calls for aid.
Like, I can't be the only one with this problem. I installed, like, night lighting on my toilet seat at home, and it changed my fucking life.
Dude, wait, this is real?
My brother in Christ just turned the light on.
No, I'm not going to turn. That's way too bright. Are you kidding me? I want, like low light, like very, very, like, low blue light.
But what if you miss?
That's why it's in the toilet bowl, where I can't not miss. I see everything I need to see.
But what if...
He's got a landing strip for his butt.
Basically.
Put a little Lego figure on the edge of the bowl with the 2 traffic cones, the like light up sticks that they hold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bring her back. Yeah, you're good.
Your toilet just goes, moshi mosh.
Moshi mosh.
Dude, actually, that's another reason to give it the light fruit, honestly. Every time you walk into the bathroom, moshi mosh, you go,
yeah,
moshi mosh.
Yeah.
What else do I give this toilet?
Well, we could elevate your bidet experience by putting in the soap fruit that what's Khalifa's fruit called? Bubble.
Oh, the bubble fruit, I believe. Yes.
Make your butt squeaky clean.
Yeah, you can make your butt squeaky clean.
Oh shit. So you attach a bidet to the toilet
before you feed it the bubble fruit. That way the bidet becomes like part of it.
Yes. That it becomes all one and the same. Therefore the bidet can also clean. Yes. I love that.
Or
that's a good point.
Or
that's a very smart choice.
You could also give it the smooth fruit. Hear me out. You remove all the friction of the inside.
Won't you fall off?
Inside of the bowl. So now.
Oh shit.
No need to clean.
Oh.
It just swoosh.
It cleans itself.
Yeah.
That one's funny. What else can I give this damn toilet seat? The magnet fruit. What'll that do? Does that do anything for me? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. In case you swallowed a washer by accident, I don't know.
It's for moms who are disappointed in the children. Like one kid, your art project goes on the fridge. You're not an artist. You're going on the toilet.
Okay, actually, that's kind of funny. That's like all the rechecked artwork.
Yeah. Bad grades, everything.
Yeah, C's and D's end up on the toilet instead of the fridge.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Wait.
That's funny. It was so fucked. I'm gonna give the toilet Hawkins's whatever his devil fruit is, so he can.
Premonition.
So it can read my tarot every morning.
Isn't it the straw?
I think he is the straw. I think he does the tarot readings as just an extra bit. I don't think that has anything to do with his power. But
yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with his power.
I'm retconning it right now on the spot.
You turned your toilet into a barn.
Fucking toilet with the op fruit and the room ability is fucking diabolical.
Oh my god. All right. Cool. All right, Devin, take us out. Do the thing.
Visit pandasightings.com to support the show. We also have 2 other shows, Panda View, where we review different media, and the Panda Sightings podcast, where we simply just yap. Available on all major platforms.
If you don't mind me, I'm gonna go watch 5 Eva because I missed that shit.
Oh, Yeah.
I miss the good old days.
I'm going to go watch all the Asda movies.
Desmond, the moon bear.
How did I get here?
Hello.
Die, potato.
Not today.
Not today. Anyway, bye, everybody.
Bye.